breakdown of the ex-Ranger Keandre Miller and Carolina's defensive pairings, their key departures, new additions, and we're going to find out if they're good enough to actually win the Stanley Cup this year. Tom, take it away.
Good evening, Jerry. How's everyone going tonight? But obviously, Keandre Miller's a big addition. You know, Nikolai Ehlers from Winnipeg, big deal, 6 years, $8.5 million a year. Keandre Miller, too, 8 years, $7.5 million a year. And to be honest, I think they still have a big question in goal. And honestly, Ehlers is a very steady player. I mean, 8 out of 10 years, he's had 20 goals or more. So very steady guy. I mean, but Carolina cannot attract that superstar player. They had Rantanen there. They had Gensel there. Gensel left in free agency to go to Tampa Bay. Rantanen wanted nothing to do with being there. They say Mitch Marner vetoed a trade to Carolina. So I don't know what the deal is down there, why star players don't want to go there. I still think they have a big issue in goal. There's no way they can play with Florida. They can't.
Let's look at it. Let's look at their defensive, right? They lost Brent Burns to Colorado, and they lost Dmitry Orlov to San Jose, right? So their first pairing is Jacob Slavin and Sean Walker. Second pairing is now Keandre Miller and Jalen Chatfield, which is not bad.
No.
But, there's inconsistency we know with Miller. And then your third pairing is Alexander Nikish. How do you say it? Nikishin? I can't even say it. Nikishin, and Shane Gostisbehere. Which also, he's a good player, too. I think both of them are pretty
good
decent.
Offensive player.
Yeah. However, are they going to be tough enough to stand in front of a mediocre goaltender? That's your question.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I still think they have not solved their problem in goal, which is an issue.
Which is Frederick Anderson, by the way. And then you got Peter, or however you say his name, Kochetkov.
Yeah.
And then your third goalie is Spencer Martin. But, Anderson's like their number one. He wasn't really a number one when they
Are we getting real excited about this? No.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, is your defensive? I thought Brent Burns was better than some of their guys there, that they let him walk away.
Older player, though. I mean, we get it.
Getting older, but he's still solid.
He is.
And,
still a good shot, too.
You got to get guys that are going to be 100% going to clear that front of the net, block shots, and keep that puck to the outside, so your goalie doesn't have to work that hard in his own zone. Keandre Miller is the biggest question mark. He's always reaching. He wasn't taking the body, and shots were getting through, and he wasn't doing his job in front of the net.
And, maybe a change of scenery helps him, and he got his money. But I'll be really frank with you. I think this is a big gamble by Carolina. Big gamble.
A lot of money gamble.
Yeah. And we've seen the really good with Keandre Miller, and you've seen the really bad with him. And now you're locked into him for the next 7-8 years. If he goes south, man, you're on you got a lot of problems down there. So
yeah. I mean, you've said it before. He could be a top 10 defenseman.
Totally. But has all the talent in the world. No doubt about it.
I wish him the well, but
again, no ill feelings here.
Yeah. The inconsistencies just it had to stop, and the Rangers had to take back control of this team, and he, like you said, he may go down there and become a superstar, and good for him.
And something too, even Ehlers obviously was the big signing and the big free agent this offseason from Winnipeg. But you still look at Carolina and they don't have superstar power up front. I get their system and the way they play and everything like that. But what's been their big thing that they've been kicked in the ass with? It's other teams with better goaltenders. Florida, New York, they've knocked them out. And it's but they don't have, I still don't know if they have that superstar player up front that can take a game over. They have a very good system. They play really hard under Brind'Amour, no doubt about it.
But I don't know if they're as tough either.
And again, Florida, you saw what they did to them.
And we just saw how many of them they re-signed.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of these guys that could have got a lot more money on the open market, and they decided to stay where they're at.
One thing about Florida, they are over the cap, so they're going to have to make a move.
Yeah.
A minor move sooner or later to free up money or whatever. But I still think that Carolina's not even close to catching Florida. I really don't.
Yeah.
That's my
Plus
opinion.
Florida's goaltender is just like,
A lot better than their goaltender, and he's 35.
and he's what, 35, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
He's a
saying.
free
Like,
agent next year, actually, Bobrovsky. It's actually kind
but
of interesting.
I kept saying over the playoffs, teams try to get younger and bring in younger talent that really make a good team. But if you look at lot of Florida's guys that were doing so well were over 30. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And sometimes I think age comes with experience. You know?
And the thing is with Florida, everyone's bought into Maurice, the whole thing playing that way. Like they've all
He's
bought in, and that's it.
a good coach, man. He's a good coach.
Very good coach, and he's
And
won everywhere he's been. Like
I'm not taking anything away from Rod Brindamore because I really like the way he coaches too. So
I think Brendan Moore is an excellent coach, and Paul Maurice won in Carolina too. Like he's really good. You know what I
yep.
mean? He won in Winnipeg. Obviously now he's won big in Florida the last couple of years, but like honestly, I still think they're not close to Florida.
Yeah,
Like
no, absolutely not. And this is answering the question to the title. No, they're not.
mm-mm.
Nope. You need a goaltender, Rod. Sorry, but you need a good goaltender.
You need a big time goaltender.
Can't do with what you got.
No.
That's like one of your biggest problems. You can put all the defense. You need a star player
They
like
keep
Tom's
putting a
saying.
Band-Aid on it like
Yep.
every year. Like they brought in Anderson. They had other guys before that. And it's just like
Yep.
the guy in Florida's won what, 2 Vezina trophies? Like you got nobody even close to him. It's just,
Even if you got a mediocre defense in front of your goaltender, you need a goaltender that's going to be able to stand on his head like Igor Shesterkin and literally like save that team's ass so they can get through those tough times and then get their offense going. Because if your goaltender is not above your defense, if your defense only playing mediocre, you're done for. If your defense is super good in front of a mediocre goaltender, then yeah, he could probably make those saves. But you can't have it both ways. I mean,
no. And especially they're very aggressive offensively, so they get caught sometimes, and that's when
yep.
goaltender really gets exposed. So, but I think they made some decent moves. They made some. I don't think Ehlers is a risky move because he's very consistent, but K'Andre Miller's a risky move for them.
Yeah.
It is like
I agree.
And we'll see, maybe a change of scenery is best for everyone. We'll see. I mean, but other than that,
Other than that, we got some other news we want to do. We want to congratulate Dave Maloney and Kenny Albert on being the new announcers for the New York Rangers. We're super excited. We're going to miss Sam Rosen because it's not going to be the same without him, but both are good and very hockey knowledgeable.
Worked together for a long time, so it's not going to be like
did.
a big transition or anything like that. I had a couple small things here. Isaac Howard from Tampa Bay was moved. That was a player I actually wanted for the Rangers. He was the Hobey Baker Award winner in college last year, and he had a falling out with Tampa Bay. He got moved to Edmonton, and very good player. And also Matt Dumba got moved to Pittsburgh today from Dallas, so Dallas freed up a little cap space for us, and with a second round pick on top of it. So Pittsburgh's loading up.
That Jason Robertson's still not dead. I keep hearing his name thrown around for the Rangers, and I keep hearing Zibanejad. So,
and again, the salary has to match. So we'll see. I mean, it's so funny. Zibanejad's name keeps coming up with Toronto. They have a lot of cap space, Toronto, but again, that's
Lafreniere for Jason Robertson.
Again, we'll see. It's that time of year where it's like there's a lot of things tossed around, and again, never know the right phone call. It'd be nice.
They're coming soon because training camp's getting ready to start.
Yeah, I mean, prospect camps are already going on and stuff like that, and September rolls around quick. It's we'll see.
And one more thing that I like, we want to interact with our followers so far, so we'd like to see some of your hockey pictures, whether it be at Ranger games or whether you're playing hockey. Email us at blueshirtbarnhockeyshow@gmail.com, and we want to incorporate some of your pictures in our videos here. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Definitely cool.
All right, Tom, lead us out.
Guys, thank you for joining us. Ladies too, as well. Like I said, thank you for tuning in the Blue Shirt Barn Hockey Show. We're on Instagram, Spotify, we're all over the place. So if you like, click on, subscribe, whatever you want to do, leave a comment, anything you want. Thank you very much. Have a great night.